You wake up in a city you have never been to. The buildings are familiar but wrong. The people you know are strangers. You can fly, but you are afraid of heights. Then you wake up, and within minutes, the entire world evaporates from your mind. This is what your brain does every single night. For roughly 2 hours per night, your brain creates an entire universe. It populates it with experiences. It tells you a story, and then it erases almost all of it. The question everyone wants to know is, why? What are dreams trying to tell you? The answer is both more simple and more complicated than you think. For thousands of years, humans have been obsessed with dreams. Ancient Egyptians believed dreams were messages from the gods. Sigmund Freud believed dreams were windows into your unconscious desires. If you dreamed about your mother, you wanted to sleep with your mother. If you dreamed about snakes, it was definitely about sex. Freud believed everything was sex. In his theory, your conscious mind was the bodyguard preventing your unconscious from acting on its twisted desires. Dreams were the moment when that guard fell asleep. Your true self would emerge. Your real desires would spill out in symbolic form. This theory was enormously popular. It is also almost certainly wrong. Here is what we actually know about dreams. Every night, you go through several sleep cycles. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes. During most of this time, your brain is in non-REM sleep. Your heart rate slows. Your body temperature drops. Your muscles relax. This is restorative sleep. This is when your body heals. But then something strange happens. About 80 to 100 minutes into each cycle, your brain shifts into REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. During REM sleep, your eyes dart around underneath your eyelids. Your muscles become paralyzed except for your diaphragm and heart. And your brain goes haywire. Blood flow to your prefrontal cortex drops dramatically. Your prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain responsible for logic, reason, and self-awareness. It is the CEO of your brain. During REM sleep, the CEO is offline. Meanwhile, blood flow to your limbic system, your emotional brain, surges. Your brain is flooded with acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter associated with learning and memory. And with virtually no logical oversight, your brain starts generating narratives. Wild, bizarre, emotionally intense narratives. That is a dream. But here is the thing. Your brain is not trying to tell you anything. Your brain is doing maintenance. REM sleep is when your brain processes emotions. It is when it consolidates memories. It is when it strengthens neural connections related to learning. A famous neuroscientist named J. Allen Hobson proposed something called the activation synthesis hypothesis. His idea was this: during REM sleep, the brainstem fires random signals. These signals activate memories, emotions, sensations, and visual imagery. Your cortex, the thinking part of your brain, tries to make sense of this random noise. It tries to create a coherent narrative out of chaos. Your cortex is essentially a storyteller. It is wired to find patterns and create meaning. So when it gets bombarded with random neural firing, it does what it does best. It makes up a story. It stitches together random images and sensations into something that feels like a narrative. Your brain is not sending you a message. Your brain is talking to itself. And you are eavesdropping. This explains why dreams are so bizarre. Your prefrontal cortex, the part that would say, "Wait, that does not make sense," is completely offline. Your emotional brain is in charge. Your memory is scrambled, so you accept impossible things. You can breathe underwater. You can turn into other people. People you know have different faces. Time moves wrong. Gravity works differently. Your dream self never questions any of it. It all feels completely normal. Because the part of your brain responsible for questioning things is asleep. This also explains why you forget dreams so quickly. During REM sleep, your brain is not producing much norepinephrine. Norepinephrine is a neurotransmitter crucial for memory formation. So even though you are having vivid experiences, your brain is not encoding them into long-term memory. The moment you wake up, the curtain closes, the story evaporates. You might remember fragments. You might remember the emotional tone, but the specific narrative, the specific images, they disappear. People who say they never dream are not telling the truth. Everyone dreams. Everyone has 4 to 6 dreams per night. Most people just do not remember them because their brain literally did not save the file. So if dreams are just random noise, why do so many people believe dreams mean something? Why do we have dream interpretation books? Why do people spend money on dream analysts? Part of it is pattern seeking. Humans are meaning-making machines. We see faces in clouds. We see portents in random events. We want the universe to mean something. And if dreams are random noise, that is disappointing. It is more comforting to believe your unconscious is trying to tell you something, but there is something else going on. There is a phenomenon called the Texas sharpshooter fallacy. You fire bullets at a barn wall. Then you draw a target around wherever the bullets landed, and suddenly you look like a sharpshooter. With dreams, the same thing happens. You have a dream about your ex. The next day, your ex texts you. You feel like the dream was prophetic. You were unconsciously sensing something, but you are ignoring all the thousands of dreams about your ex that were followed by absolutely nothing. You are drawing the target after you fired the bullets. This is not to say dreams are completely meaningless. They might tell you something about your current emotional state. If you are stressed, your dreams might be more intense and negative. If you are anxious, your dreams might feature threatening scenarios. The threat simulation theory suggests that REM sleep evolved as a biological defense mechanism. During REM sleep, your brain runs simulations. It puts you in threatening situations so that in waking life, you are better prepared. Your brain practices running away from danger. It practices social conflicts. It rehearses difficult scenarios. This theory makes sense evolutionarily, but it does not mean your specific dream is predicting your future. It does not mean your brain is trying to send you a coded message. Here is what is actually useful about dreams. Dreams are a window into your emotional brain. Not your unconscious desires in a Freudian sense, but your actual current emotional state. If you are having nightmares, that might be a sign of anxiety or trauma that you need to address. If your dreams are becoming more intense or disturbing, that is worth paying attention to. Not because your dreams are prophetic, but because they might be reflecting something real about your mental health. Your waking brain often suppresses emotions. You might not consciously realize you are anxious, but your emotional brain knows. And during REM sleep, when your thinking brain is offline, that emotion comes out. Your dreams are the truth your conscious mind is avoiding. This is why trauma survivors often have intense nightmares. This is why people with PTSD relive their trauma in dreams. Their emotional brain is processing something their conscious mind has not fully dealt with. And this is why therapy that addresses dreams can sometimes be helpful. Not because the therapist is interpreting hidden symbolic meanings, but because talking about your dreams might reveal emotional truths you have been avoiding. Now, what about lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming is when you become aware that you are dreaming while you are still in the dream. You can sometimes control the dream. You can fly on purpose. You can make things happen. Some people practice lucid dreaming. They use it as a laboratory for exploring their own mind. The neuroscience of lucid dreaming shows something interesting. During lucid dreams, your prefrontal cortex partially wakes up. You regain some degree of metacognition. You can think about your thinking. You can be aware that you are dreaming. This is a genuinely cool phenomenon. It suggests that the line between sleeping and waking is not binary. There are degrees of consciousness. You can be asleep and aware at the same time. So what does all of this mean for you? First, stop worrying about dream interpretation. Your dream about showing up to school naked does not mean you are afraid of being exposed. Well, it might, but not because your unconscious is trying to tell you through symbols. It might mean that you are currently anxious about exposure, judgment, or vulnerability, and your brain is rehearsing that threat. But the dream itself is not a prophecy. It is not a message from your higher self. It is your emotional brain doing what it does when your thinking brain goes offline. Second, pay attention to patterns in your dreams, not to interpret them symbolically, but to notice what emotional themes keep appearing. Are you constantly being chased? Are you constantly losing teeth? Are you constantly failing at something? These patterns might reflect emotional patterns in your waking life. If you are having persistent nightmares, that is worth taking seriously. Not because your dreams are predicting the future, but because your emotional brain is trying to process something. Talking to a therapist about recurring nightmares is useful, not to interpret the symbolism, but to address the underlying emotional issue. Third, if you want to remember your dreams, you can. Keep a dream journal. Write down what you remember the moment you wake up. Your brain will start to encode dreams into memory better if you practice recalling them. This is useful if you are interested in understanding your own emotional patterns. But it is not because your dreams are secretly trying to communicate. It is because you are developing better access to your emotional brain. Fourth, understand that your brain does not have a hidden wisdom that your conscious mind is suppressing. Freud got that wrong. You do not have deeply repressed desires that your unconscious is desperately trying to reveal through symbolic dream imagery. Your brain is not that complicated. Your conscious mind is the smart one. Your unconscious is the emotional one. They do not have a secret war. They work together. And when your conscious mind goes to sleep, your emotional brain takes over. It thinks in images and feelings rather than words and logic. That is not wisdom. That is just a different brain system. The real meaning of your dreams is this: your dreams are you. They are your current emotional state. They are your current anxieties and hopes. They are your brain processing information and emotions. They are your brain rehearsing threats and practicing responses. They are your brain consolidating memories. They are your brain doing necessary maintenance. Some of that maintenance produces vivid narratives. Some of it produces emotional truths, but it is all you. There is no hidden message. There is no secret code. There's just your brain at work while you sleep. So next time you wake up from a bizarre dream, do not spend an hour looking up what it means in a dream dictionary. Instead, ask yourself, what emotion was I feeling in that dream? What theme kept appearing? What is that telling me about my current emotional state? Because that is the real wisdom of dreams. Not that they are predicting the future, but that they are reflecting the present. Your dreams are not your higher self trying to contact you. Your dreams are your actual self, the part that feels and fears and hopes, having a conversation with itself. And if you listen, you might learn something real about who you are. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. See you next time.